Thank you, Madam Chairman. The St. Charles Parish Senior Citizen Christmas Luncheon is set for 10:30 a.m. December 4th at the Edward A. Dufresne Community Center in Luling. All St. Charles Parish seniors are invited to attend. The event will feature food, music, and photos with Santa Claus. For more information, call 985-783-5182. St. Charles Parish Library supplies for sheltered animals. Beginning today, the St. Charles Parish Library will participate in Operation Santa Paws, an annual holiday effort that seeks donated toys, treats, foods, and supplies for sheltered dogs and cats across the United States. All St. Charles Parish Library locations will be collecting items for pets through Friday, December 19th. Donated items will be delivered to the St. Charles Humane Society in time for Christmas. Pictures with pets. St. Charles Humane Society presents Santa pictures with your pet on December the 6th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the St. Charles Parish Animal Control Lobby. All proceeds to benefit the animal shelter. Update on the Willow Ridge, on the West Bank Hurricane Protection Levee. The contractor reported that all his activities are on schedule and construction is anticipated to be completed by the end of the first quarter of 2015, depending on weather conditions. As of this council meeting, the project is 337 days into the 457-day calendar construction duration, inclusive of approved change orders 1 and 2. Additionally, the design of the Willowdale pumping station has been completed and expected to be advertised at the end of the first quarter of 2015. In order to immediately follow the existing Phase 1 levee contract, the final contract documents have been reviewed by Louisiana Department of Transportation as part of the requirement for their funding through the State Flood Control Program, and final comments have been addressed. The levee phase of Willowdale Drive to the Willowdale pumping station, whose scope includes approximately 1,500 feet of levee at elevation 7.5 and the T-wall frontal protection at the Willowdale pump station, has been submitted to the parish for a final review before submitting to the state for their concurrence and authorization to advertise for bid. Advertising for this project will begin immediately following the completion of Phase 1 levee contract. The Ellington phase, the soil borings in the field and laboratory testing has been completed. The final geotechnical report has been submitted. At this time, the pipeline companies have confirmed no objection to the parish consulting designing the T-walls, with the caveat that the design must be reviewed by the pipeline companies prior to construction. Currently, the parish has been informed that Chevron has sold ownership to its pipelines, which are impacted by the West Bank Hurricane Protection Project, to a named company, InLink. The new company is currently reviewing letters of no objection for the performance of elevation surveys and establishment of design and construction responsibilities. Once the new company has reviewed all documents and surveyed determining the pipeline elevation that InLink pipelines, as well as those owned by Columbia and Gulf, will be initiated. The preliminary design submitted of the Cousins and Kellogg pumping station T-wall structures has been completed, and the final design will begin this month. Preliminary design documents for the Ellington pumping station have been reviewed. Final design of the Ellington pumping station is expected to begin this month. All landowners should have received a notification from the Lafourche Levee Basin District regarding the ongoing appraisal notification of their opportunities to meet with their appraisal. Appraisal site visits to the properties are currently ongoing, with a right-of-way acquisition anticipated to be completed by the end of 2014, with a target construction date of September of the summer of 2015 for the first levee lift. On the Magnolia Ridge section, the final permit by the Department of Natural Resources and USACE have been received. Soil boring field works has begun, with a few minor borings to be taken upon resolution of right-of-way issues. A notice to proceed with the topographical surveying for the levee has been issued. The topographical survey has been given 3 months to complete the work. The completion of the surveying efforts is dependent upon the resolution of outstanding right-of-way issues on the southwest area of the project. A task order for the design of the levee improvement has been issued. A task order for the design of the parity canal control structure has been issued. Conceptual design is expected to begin by the end of the month. LBLD has contacted with the geotechnical engineers to take soil borings along the alignment of the levee. A revised boring layout was authorized in early August that reduced the overall number of 5-inch borings in order to accommodate an additional 22 5-inch undisturbed borings in the water. This was done in an effort to position the levee as close to the water as possible and reducing the potential need for additional right-of-ways. This scope includes 74 5-inch undisturbed soil borings and 115 cone penetration tests. All land and water borings have been completed. Lab is estimated to be completion date in January 2014. Engineering analysis is ongoing with an estimated completion date of April of 2015. And that concludes my report, Madam Chairman.
Thank you,
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
St. Pierre.
Buddy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Madam Chair, we've invited the new Housing Authority Director to come tonight and introduce himself and just give you guys an update. He started on the date of the last council meeting, so we thought we'd give him 2 weeks. But we're very excited, and I'd like to introduce Mr. Benjamin Bell, who's the new Executive Director of the Housing Authority.
Got it. And I must say I have a cold tonight. And if I had been working here much longer than 9 days, I might not have come today. But I really appreciate the warm welcome that I've received in St. Charles. I think we have a big job ahead of us. It's doable, but it means everybody has to put their shoulder to the wheel and work every day. We have received a lot of backdated items from HUD telling us to go back and correct something that happened a year ago, so we are looking through the files, and I would say that we've been somewhat successful in the first 7 days, so I believe that we will do well. I've been working in public housing and affordable housing almost my whole life. As soon as I graduated from college, and I went into the Air Force, and right after that I started working for the city of Newark, New Jersey, and from there I started working in public housing, and I became the executive director. From there I went to Chicago, became the field operations officer, and from there to New Orleans, Louisiana. And I started working as a consultant, and as a consultant I worked almost every section of the United States in trying to turn around and correct public housing. So I think that I don't want to be overly optimistic because I know you'll hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure that we will be able to make a lot of progress. The staff is being very cooperative, and I think that's because they see the magnitude of what we have to do and realize that if we don't all work together, it won't be done. HUD is being very cooperative, and as I said earlier, I've received nothing but support from the parish. So I'm pleased to be here. The next time I come here, hopefully I can tell you a lot of things have been corrected, but I feel very, very honored again to be in this position. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Glad to have you on board.
Thank you.